Namaste. Welcome, beautiful souls. Let me find my face. Where am I? There I am. Hello. Welcome. Today is Tuesday, and today is the day for live readings. And I have decided that I'm going to do something a little bit differently. And this is going to be something I'm going to do once a month as we shift into the energy of the new zodiacal sign. And so in this broadcast today, I'm going to do a reading for Sagittarius season for each of the signs. And I just thought it's time. It's time to shift this up and to do things a little bit differently. And I may feel compelled to do something different and have themes for each of other weeks as well too. So I'm going to, yeah. It took me a little while to think about how I wanted to do this. And my intention here is to do a 3-card tarot reading for the energy, for the mood of Sagittarius season for each of the signs. And so if your sun is in a sign or your ascendant, you may have more than one of these readings that resonates with you. So welcome. Thank you all for joining me and being such great followers of my channel. It's been amazing. I just did a review of the membership list, and it's really heartwarming to know that some of you have been here for 25 months, 26 months, and as long as I've had membership, and it's really amazing. So thank you. Thank you very, very much. Hi, Janine. Welcome. Donna, Dee, Clevis, Emilia. Welcome. Hello, Saskia, Kalispera. The evenings have been beautiful. I live on the west coast of British Columbia, and the stars, the sky has been really extraordinary. I've really been enjoying my winter evening walks or fall evening walks. Hi, Donna. Welcome. The moon is about half phase. So the moon is waxing. So we are in an energy that is very much in alignment with Sagittarius energy. So a building sort of energy. I particularly I love this sign. My ascendant is in this sign, and I feel we all have, it's like a surge. This Sagittarius season is like a surge of energy for all of us. And so I hope that you can feel inspired with these readings today. Okay. All right. So I'm going to start with a reading for Sagittarius. And on the table, I've chosen a few decks just to leave as cards of inspiration. And I'll be flipping these for each of the readings. You too, Sag rising. On the left top is the Wee Moon Tarot, and that is Radical Balance. And honestly, that particular card from the Wee Moon Tarot looks very Swadhisthana chakra. The crescent moon in that position is a symbol for the Swadhisthana chakra, and that particular chakra very much is about the energy of balance. And interesting, I wouldn't necessarily place Swadhisthana chakra there, but I find it so interesting. And then we have over in the top right, this is the Margaret Peterson, and I love this card. It's called the Mediatrix. Sagittarius energy as I want to say, it reminds me of light weaving. I don't know if you've ever seen anybody weaving light. The way that it's an incredibly powerful tool. It's done with vocalizing and hand gestures to shift the frequency in a room. This is what this feels like to me. And down on the bottom, I have Patrick Fogarty's deck, which is called The living wheel, astrological cards. Yeah. Okay. So on this 21st day of November, 2023, I believe tomorrow morning we'll be shifting into Sagittarius energy. Welcome, Lydiane. Namaste. Hi, Donna. Welcome. We have both Donnas here. Yay. Okay. So, first card is Five of Pentacles. Gosh, I don't know if you follow Molly McCord. This week's broadcast, just saying that, you'll know why I said that if you listen to this week's broadcast. Just beginning with this particular card makes me, it feels as if we are on this place moving out of Scorpio season, out of the darkness. And I feel like there is a commitment that is required to continue to step forward. We made a choice to step into this adventure. And so in order to continue each step of the way forward, I think we need to remember the big lessons of this card. One is to, we have another movement card here. One is to keep our heads up so that we can be aware of where guidance, help is available. But the other part of this is to know this is part of your great work and your journey forward. Fascinating that we have Five of Pentacles and Eight of Cups. These both feel like tremendously powerful choices to step out of something that previously wasn't serving. This is, I would say, supportive of any transitions that you are questioning making in your life. And the advice would be most definitely to go forward, especially with the Ace of Wands card there. This is you picking up your wand and saying, yes, I can do this. It may feel a little challenging. You may feel somewhat isolated, but this indeed is the time. It is the time for you to commit to yourself and to commit to awakening into this next leg of your journey. I would say that because the moon is waxing now, that over the next few days, if you haven't already initiated this and know what I'm talking about, that I would get busy and really embrace this energy. If you happen to be one of those souls that was born during the waxing phase of the moon, this will also be a lot more powerful. It's really useful information, actually. If you don't know what the moon was doing when you were born. And the theory goes that we work with the energy of the moon as it was the day we were born. So if you were born during the waxing crescent, so early in the waxing phase, that is your prime time. So this might be something that you want to look into. But yes, be courageous. Be courageous. Okay. Okay. All right. Capricorn. Capricorn. Okay. This feels, I think this at this time of year it is really important to keep this energy, keep a full awareness of this energy. So in the United States, we have I'm in Canada, I say we, you have Thanksgiving this weekend. There is a lot of influence in Canada as well, too, because Canada has adopted the concept of Black Friday. And so things already are starting to get a little frenetic during the holiday season. And so because Sagittarius energy is, it can be very prophetic, it can be very inspirational, as in the previous reading, but it can also get us carried away. It can really get us carried away. So be mindful of pacing. That feels like an important message here today. As always, we ask these messages be in the highest for the greatest good, and that no harm be done. So be it. The deck that I'm using in the center is Anna Turian's Tarot of the Abyss. Ah, okay. So what is awakening for you, Capricorn? Capricorn energy is perhaps a new expression, a new expression of emotion. We were talking about this in class last night. Clevis was there, and this, I think it's important to know, all of you readers in the chat, if you are reading astrologically, this is the card that follows the Ten of Swords. This is a card that is truly a fresh start of allowing yourself to listen. I feel like listening is really important here. Listening a little more to yourself. Trusting that what you receive and how you feel. So when I say receive, this is through all of your senses, all sensorial experiences. Allow these experiences to be received. Allow this to inform your choices at this time. Whether this is a development of your own self-care and your own journey, or you are venturing into a new phase of a relationship. And I feel like there's a maturity of relationship here that may be developing. So where your relationship was, it felt difficult before, but it's almost like there's a possibility of a new awakening in your relationship where you can both see things differently. And if this is about a journey with yourself, this is about you honoring yourself in a new way. So, for example, moving into this season of parties and celebrations, if your commitment is to drink 50% less wine or 75% less wine, this is like a new love for yourself and the way that you move and you be with other people. It's like it's a clarity. It's a clarity that is coming through. So this is a Cancer card. This is the Queen of Cups is the Cancer card. So this feels very tender. Very, very tender. Oh, okay. So 8 of Swords. So it's like we take one step forward and we go one step backwards. And so we go back to another Gemini card. 8 of Swords is a Gemini card. I haven't looked at this card as an X before. Look at the way that she is an X and the way that she is bound. I want you to understand that in this card, this internal focus, this internal gaze is absolutely necessary because I feel like there's a frustration that wants to burst out of you. So let's, instead of using wine, let's say that during this holiday season, one thing I want to be aware of is to be less impulsive when it comes to shopping, whether this is online shopping or you go into Costco and you say, I'm only going to purchase what is on my list. And in the Eight of Swords, there is this sense of empowerment. I am in charge of my life. And I can hear some cuss words coming out here in that I'm going to do this my way. And I'm not going to be guided by expectations of my family. I'm not going to be guided by, how I'm supposed to be. Let's go to Amelia's comment here. Pacing for Capricorn indeed, and a fresh start. I ended my most important neurotransmitter medication. Wow. Okay. And honestly, these two cards here feel like a lot of self-care. So it's almost like this abundance of self-care is accompanied by honest self-reflection, and that it is important to revisit and to reassess. Like, you're going to need this. It's not like you can step out of this 100% and everything's going to be okay. There is a monitoring, modulation. This calibration is going to take a little bit of time to find its frequency. I'm smiling, Clovis. So many metaphors. It's amazing. Some of the things that have come through in various chats I've been joining in. So yeah. Okay, so that's for you, my lovely Capricorns. Just so you know, when I put the cards back in the deck, I don't just put those three together. I do like to do this before I mix them up. Okay. Aquarius. Look at that gorgeous light in the star card. Now, this is a very interesting sign. There is a relationship between this sign and Sagittarius. So when we look at these, contrast these two signs, and if you have both of these in your chart, you might want to listen to this. They both are journeyers. They both are journeyers. They both are mutable signs. Sorry. We are, my bad. We are in fixed air. Fixed air. Okay, why am I saying this? I'm jumping ahead of myself. I'm jumping ahead to Pisces. I'm getting lost in the beautiful art of the star card. Okay. However, I don't want to completely erase what I said. This is a sign of higher purpose. And in Sagittarius season, this is encouraged, the higher thinking, the higher knowledge. And I'm not talking about book knowledge or you can represent education, but it's almost like you take an idea and you apply it in a way that you never have before. Like, this is truly inspired information. Sagittarius season will help with that. Both Aquarius and Pisces have these qualities of transcendence, different way about it. All right, this is a reading for Aquarius. A message for Aquarius in the upcoming Sagittarius season. You know, this fella's building a wall by hand. Reassessing how, or maybe not so much how, but where you dedicate your time. I think it's really important that what you do for the bulk of your week begins to feel like it has higher purpose. It's not something you do for a paycheck. Now, if you don't have a choice about shifting gears at work, this would mean making the things that you do in between feel more connected to your integrity and to the person that you are becoming. And I was reminded of a conversation where someone said, you know, I don't really want to play that game on my phone anymore. I have so many great books to read. What am I doing wasting time with that? There's this dedication and refocus. When I see this card, I always think about getting back into the craft room. I think, oh, wouldn't it be nice if my daughter hadn't taken over my sewing room and I could move everything around and set it up again, and not necessarily taking something to market, but to rededicating some time to, I don't know, making new curtains for a room or something. Rededication here feels kind of powerful. Donna says, interesting that with the star card, his stones have stars on them. Yeah. Who was it that said, never forget about the star in the pentacle? Yeah. Six of Pentacles. Queen of Cups is back. Okay. There is a bit of a, like the energy between the Six of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles feels very different. One is about connection. It's about the ability to receive and to give, and whereas the central card feels very much more aligned with your own self-development. The other thing about the Eight of Pentacles showing up for Aquarius energy is that eights are aligned with the Sephira of Hod, which is higher wisdom and application. Six of Pentacles, it's not a bad card, don't get me wrong. It's a card that feels, and perhaps this is what defines your purpose. Maybe your realignment with what it is that you are doing is in service. And that is that's what's going to make you feel more, I don't know, like it feels like you've wandered off path, and this is going to take you back to a place where you feel like, okay, this is where I'm supposed to be. And like I was saying, if your work that you go to just doesn't feel in alignment, this is something that you choose in those other hours, so you feel like your life has more meaning and you don't feel so lost. The Queen of Cups wants you to Feel this and recognize how important this transition is. I can feel this in my upper heart, so upper heart, throat area. Can I ask that you say this aloud? I deserve to make this transition in my life. Like, imagine you were in my situation and I would say something to my daughter. So she's living in my sewing room, which has now been transformed. And I would say something to I would choose to find another place for her because that endeavor was so important to me and I needed that space back. Donna, Molly McCord made the point that Valentine's Day came during Aquarius season. Universal love, not romantic. And when, not a Q, an exclamation mark. And it is through the purest form of, can I use the word seva? It's through the purest form of seva where it's like we are guided to do this. And I feel like the Queen of Cups will help to guide you into what this is. This will make everything feel so much better. It will give everything so much more purpose if you listen and allow for this shift. And there's something in the throat. You're going to have to speak up about this. You're going to have to speak up about this because this may be a quality in yourself that has been either suppressed by you or you feel like, it's been sublimated by the external, by others. Okay. You've got this. You've got this. Okay. All right. Pisces. Pisces sun. Pisces ascendant. Okay. So Pisces is another traveler, another journeyer. There is always great, great work in the backs of the minds of this sign. And I think the trick here is to stay focused. What's coming through right now is to share with you the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is the first decan of Sagittarius. This level of focus is required to see things through. So find something not too far down the road to gather your energy into. Okay. Let's see what the cards have to say for Pisces. Okay, the cards knew exactly where they wanted to cut. This feels like such a Pisces card. It's the ace. It's the Ace of Cups. It's a dance with water. It's full expression. It's the diving into the pool in every way. And the left side of my scalp is very, very tingly right now. Can I suggest that, and I'm sure, Pisces, when are you not in reverence of water? But if you have drifted away from your connection with water, perhaps sit with water. That, if you live somewhere really cold, that doesn't mean you have to go out and break the ice and go ice fishing or anything. But this could be shifting the energy around your bathroom or your kitchen sink and, putting a little thing of flowers there and remembering to honor the water each time you turn on the tap. This feels very sacred, very, very sacred. King of Wands, so strong, fiery energy, and 10 of Wands. Okay, so you've been on this mission, can I call it a mission, for a while. And this water card that's sitting here in the center is like a resurgence of energy to help you carry through to the end. This might be one of your tendencies that you don't do well. It's difficult for you to carry things through to the finish line. Not that we're measuring things in finish lines and products, but this, where you have been investing your energy, and I'm smiling because I know I know which Pisces I'm talking to here. Where you have been investing your energy, perhaps even investing is important, investing your money, investing your time. This Ace of Cups card is to, I want you to feel this Ace of Cups card. The beauty of it, to allow it to be like this. It is your surge of energy that's going to help carry you to see, and I'm not sure what place it's at, but imagine you were taking a course and you'd put the course on the back burner. Well, this is going to take you through to that first milestone of the course where you feel this sense of empowerment. So, Spirit during Sagittarius season wants you to feel your way through to the finish line, through to the next leg of your journey. You have you are so capable of this. So don't doubt in any way you can't see this through. And I would say that it is important that you see it through. And it might not be the importance of finishing it, but there's something in the process that is really important to you at this time. Okay? Surfing comes to mind. Okay, so as I shuffle the cards, let's turn over the cards for Aries. The Emperor. With Aries in your chart, this probably it's going to feel all very easy for you. You want to be mindful, especially where we are, especially in North America, that you're not overdoing it. But if you think about this in terms of the relationship between the Knight and the King of Wands, and sometimes how the King of Wands behaves like a Knight of Wands, when he no longer has the stamina or the physical body to do that anymore, and then he ends up injuring himself. That's the kind of thing I feel like I need to share here. So this is a different kind of pacing than in the Capricorn energy. Let your fire shine through, but keep, be aware of your limitations as well too. I'm not predicting broken legs or pulled muscles or anything like that. I'm just saying be mindful. So this is an invitation to, I actually quite like the way Anna designed this card. Who am I going to be? What face am I going to put forward? So this is Sag season. And Sag season, when we think about this in terms of the Temperance card, wants us to not be changing these masks back and forth, but to find the mask that we can wear all the time. So when you go home for Thanksgiving, you be you, not who you used to be when you were a little boy. When you attend the staff party, you find a way to be yourself and not the pleaser. You know what I mean? Like this feels really important to decide how you are going to present yourself. This inner reflection, I would take some time for this, but this feels very significant here. Oh, I love that, Donna. Thank you for sharing that. One of Dirty Harry's quotes. Yeah, a man's got to know his limitations. Whoa, okay, look at the artwork before you kind of get into the energy of the cards here. So, strong energy. If you can pull this together, and by mean this is the aspects of yourself that have different ways of showing up in different places. If you can reconcile this, there is no there's no limit to your greatness. With the World and the King of Pentacles there, these are very strong earth cards. If you haven't succeeded at what you're doing, I was talking about focus in a previous reading. If you haven't succeeded at what you are doing, it's because you don't know who you are. And there's this invitation here for you to be you and see you. There's some crossover as well, too, with what I was saying about the finish line for the Pisces people. Because you have a portal open to yourself here. Bye, Lydian. You have a portal open to yourself here to graduate, to rise, to move on, to leave, to shift gears. But it's like this portal is only available to you if you can walk through with integrity. Does that make sense? So let's go back to what I was riffing with earlier about the Knight and the King and knowing their limitations. So let's apply this to this message that is coming through now. So there's nothing to prove. You don't have to be that younger version of yourself. Your greatness is in what you are, and what you are continuing to become. This backstepping is so unnecessary. So pull it. Okay, Spirit wants me to say this. So pull it together. Get your act together. You don't have to be both. You can bring this in, and then that's where your greatness will shine. And you'll be surprised how you will be accepted as a stronger human being for doing this. Okay. Taurus. Mhm. On the this card is called Sacred Paths in the Wee Moon. In a way, I think an aspect of this of the Hierophant tarot card that is overlooked is the ability of the Hierophant to be a pontiff, to be a bridge between worlds. And you may not be in a place where spirituality is forefront in your life. So ask yourself how I am the bridge. Maybe you are a mediator. Maybe you are. I'm thinking of one of my daughters who is a acupuncturist, and what she's moving through at this time. And it's almost as if if she can allow, this is good, transmissions from the wise ones of the old ways of acupuncture to support her. There's something here for you, Taurus folks, about allowing messages to shine through. Yeah. Hi, Ro. Ro, I'm doing this a little differently today, in case you missed the title. This is a reading for those of you with Taurus Sun or Taurus Ascendant, to guide you through Sagittarius season. And let's just go to Donna's comment. Revealer. I think about that. I often think about the Bhagavad Gita. It's interesting, where Krishna reveals himself to Arjuna. And when I look at that Hierophant card here, it's like we have an opportunity, if we're open to it, to really be a transmitter for spirit. A phase, a time of integration, major integration. Seven of Pentacles as well too. Okay, this feels like so And this might be difficult. So I'm thinking about the environment that we are in right now with the holidays and so forth. Depending on where you are in the world, this might feel very, very challenging. You may have a death anniversary around this time. There may very well be memories that are brought up during this time. And in Sagittarius season, where things feel quite energetic, you feel the opposite. Now, if that is not your situation, this is a message of, I would say, taking more than time, but really finding a way to say no to various invitations. There is a tremendous amount of processing, probably through eclipse season. There may have been something quite startling that came through the new moon as well, too. And for some reason, you need space to integrate all of this. You need space to integrate all of this. So there is no rushing through this time. Hi, Sharon. Welcome. Okay, so you would, so how could you apply this? This might be declining a group project at work and taking on something where you could focus on your own. This could be, if you are the one who plans Christmas for your family, this could be a different way of doing it this year. So things are a little quieter, not so chaotic. You are busy processing, and I can't think of a better word than integrating, a lot of energy right now. I can't say enough for the practice of silence. This may, I'm laughing about the video games or whatever it is you do, like no phone in the bedroom. Do something different here so you truly learn what it means to heal and to integrate. If indeed there has been a loss, because in these cards there is an indication that there has been a loss of some kind or another. You need space, and so give yourself the gift of that space. It's very, very important. And when I look at the Seven of Pentacles, I think, well, maybe this is, I'm feeling like you go back and you find some old recipes that are written by hand in a book where the pages are ripped out of the cookbook, and you make something that your grandmother used to make. Maybe you don't even eat that anymore, but there's just something about the process of, I don't know how that would help you to integrate, but perhaps this is an integration of generations, an integration of lifetimes. Your quietness will support your journey in a way that any sort of busyness will not. All right, let's go to Gemini. My mercurial friends. Feeling kind of heady right now when I think of the energy of Gemini. And so, okay, this is a really bizarre message. Choose hiking boots over high heels. That's literally what I'm seeing here. Better to go for a walk in nature than put on the high heels and go to the party. No, God, can't imagine wearing 4-inch heels anymore. Grounding, really, really important for you at this time in any way that you are able. And make sure that this is also supported through diet, that you feel grounded through your diet. Okay. This feels like a pretty intense card for Gemini. Your truth. This is a powerful card of connection. What's that expression? You know, in order to receive these messages, we need to land. People often ask me, well, how can I recognize signs? How can I be a better intuitive? Those kinds of questions. And the truth is, what I was saying before is so important. And really important advice for Gemini in general. And that is to practice landing, to focus on the exhale breath, to be here. To be here. Okay, so to be here and now, to not be looking too far down the road, to be present. And by being present, you will hear what you need to hear. You will receive what you need to receive. This is important. So this is not about, so no retracing of steps, no worrying about down the road 2 weeks from now, next year, New Year's resolutions, none of that. Be fully aware, look around. Gratitude can also support this as well too. Let's see what the other cards are. 2 and 3 of Pentacles. So these are Cap cards. They are baby steps and grounding cards, right? Because they are the initial Pentacles cards. So that supports what I'm saying here. This idea of knowing where you're, I'm sorry, I'm belaboring this point. Know where your feet are. There's some other important message here. I'm not quite putting 2 and 2 together. Slow down. Look at your feet. Does this have something to do with foot health? I don't know. When I look at Anna's 3 of Pentacles, I feel that you are the one who is in need of support. Of course, you can be on the other side, because this is not going to resonate with everybody who has Gemini energy, but support in whatever form it comes is a way that will help to make you feel like you belong. So receive support. Slow down. If you can walk instead of drive somewhere, do that. If you can choose something that's a little closer to home than a little further away, choose that. Simplify. Simplify. Okay. All right. Thank you to the mods for looking after the chat. All right, let's go on to Cancer. Okay. Hmm. There's a real beauty with Cancer energy in Sagittarius season in that we have this watery energy that wants to be a part of our transformation, but it's supported by I feel like the effervescence of Sagittarius. And so if you have been feeling a little stuck, this will help put the wind in your sails, quite literally. And yet I feel like this is an important message for everyone today, in that you want to monitor your monitor your speed. Be mindful of your pace. Okay. Okay. I don't have YouTube open right now, so I'm just going to open another window on my screen, and then I'll pull the cards for Sagittarius. Sorry, for Cancer. Okay. All right. On this 21st day of November, this is a message for Cancer Ascendant, Cancer Suns. Awareness, clarity regarding the 4 weeks ahead. Donna, Cancer Sun. Okay, 7. So we have a 7, 7, 7, 7. Sevens take us out of our comfort zone. Sevens take us away from the 6. Sevens move us forward. So 7 of Swords, moving forward in truth, moving forward in voice, claiming what is yours, standing up for what is yours. Be mindful that indeed it is yours. Oh, this is powerful. So we have 2 cards that are decanically connected. 7 of Swords, when we go around the decans of the astrology wheel, is followed by 8 of Cups. So you are definitely in this process of, and there's been a couple other messages, and this fits because in Sagittarius season, it's like this is the season of the spiritual warrior. So you are in a process of reclaiming an aspect of yourself. This is part of a freedom. When I look at this in combination with the 6 of Cups and everything else that I've been saying today, it's like I wonder, and who was this reading for? I wonder if this is, it feels very connected to one of the previous readings, in that you understand You cherish your childhood. You cherish the memories that went on before. And yet you've come to this place where you acknowledge where you are now, and who you are now is who you are now. And you can still love those memories, and you can still love the family and love the past, and you can claim your right and emotionally be responsible for who this person is right now. The other piece here is to be grateful for those experiences, even the ones that weren't the best of memories, because they helped you to become the person that you are today. And this can be very difficult in holiday season, especially if you are going home to see family. And maybe this is a year where you decide to go in a different direction. And know that that would be in alignment with where you are at this time. That's not an easy message to digest. All right, my Leo 9 followers. Okay, so more fire energy. It's okay to step out of the limelight. You can pass the torch on a number of things this holiday season. Your greatest strength isn't just being you. This is a reading for Leo Sun, Leo Ascendants in navigating. Thank you, Donna. I appreciate the confirmation. In navigating Sagittarius season. Wow, this is nice. Okay, so if you're not following along how these stories are connecting, it's very interesting. So you're at this place where you're putting down new roots. I would say that you've already planted the seed. And so it's necessary to water it, to follow up, to take care of it. This is going to feel a lot different. Your commitment is to this new seed. Remember that. A page, it's kind of beautiful energy because the Page of Cups is going to help you to water that new seed. The Page of Cups is going to make you feel, I don't know, a little bit lighter, maybe a little more hopeful. Maybe the Page of Cups energy will help you to recognize how important this seed is that you planted. Your truth is in this new seed. And this feels like it will restore balance to your life. And this is beautiful. theme for Sagittarius season, because Sagittarius season is about temperance. It is about a redefining of who you are and what you stand for, so that you feel more whole and more complete. And so good on you for planting that seed. That's fantastic. So take care and don't neglect it over the busyness of other obligations and things. This is your big reset. My throat is also kind of buzzing for this reading. So this maybe this is a carryover from the previous Seven of Swords card. You likely will also need to declare your truth. And that might not sit well with some who are around you. But look at that beautiful tree that is growing and has the potential to grow. You are becoming a new version of yourself through this seed that you planted. This feels quite practical. And different reading, but it's like you go back and you pick up on something. What's that expression? Like you drop the ball. You drop the ball some ways back, and this is you picking up the ball again and heading back on track. Okay? Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. I think this is a really interesting process. I'm fascinated with this. Okay. Virgo. This is a reading for Virgo, Virgo Sun, Virgo Ascendant, navigating Sagittarius season. So just reflect on all that is ahead over the next 3 or 4 weeks, and consider this message in light of that. Okay, so this is meant to be, very here and now. I'm not sure why I can feel my face. What is in your face? Why am I feeling my face? My face. So we have the Aquarius card here. Guiding light. Lots of guiding messages. Lots of path messages this month, which sits really nicely with Sag energy. We just want to make sure that the focus is there, that we choose our own inner peace and balance and harmony. Yours feels particularly spiritually guided. What is your holy grail? What is your holy grail? What is your North Star? With Hermit as your significator, you have the light with you all the time. And now did you forget to light your lantern? It's shining really brightly right now, so make sure you pay attention to it. Maybe the face thing was it's staring you in the face. It's staring you in the face. You don't need to look too far down the road. It's right there. Your guiding light, your your direction. Wow. And look how close your boat is. Your boat is right there. All right. So if you were at a juncture where you had to decide if you were going to move 500 kilometers or you were going to take the job in the next department, like it's right there. It's right here. If this was about choosing between two people you love, I don't know, it's not the long distance relationship. It's the person who's right here. Something is right in your face. And that's what's calling your attention at this time. Four of Swords. We had this card already today. Look around. Look around. Within your room, wherever you are. That's where your attention is. The Four of Swords creates a container, a space for your mind, a sacred space for your mind, a place to regroup, a place to find, it's like interesting. I'm thinking about that song, A Soft Place to Fall. I know that's a love song. Again, another message of staying home, of being close to home. It's here. Even though in that star card it looks like it's really far off, but it's almost like when I think of the Christmas story and the Star of Bethlehem, it's shining right over where you are. Bye, Sharon. Thanks for being here. Okay, so know that your journey it's not a long one. You don't have to go anywhere. And be present. Same message as the Gemini people. Take care of your present, your take care of your space. If you do have sacred space in your home, spend a little bit more time there. Okay. Libra. You know the energy of temperance all too well. But I feel like this is another level for you. And it's going to bring it home. This is also about a personal integration. Okay, this is a reading for Libra for the upcoming Sag season. Yeah. Wow. 9 of Pentacles. So in your own garden, what am I grateful for? Go into your kitchen, get out a mason jar, cut up some paper, start a gratitude jar. Change the food in the hummingbird feeder. Yeah, just really be Be so grateful for all the abundance that is around you. This has come into place, of course, because of your hard work, your journey, but also I want to say honor. Sometimes we forget about all of the players that are involved in co-creating our life, and we forget about the ripples that surround us everywhere. And be in awe of the awesomeness of your life. Be in awe of how these ripples and waves and threads have come in from every direction. Six. So we have a 9 and a 6 and a 9. A 9 and a 6 and a 9. So very sacred numbers. The 9s are the triplicity of the 3. The 6 is a place of peace, a place of harmony. Now there's an interesting, the cards that are on the outside, we have the Hermit and we have the 6 of Swords. This fullness that is with you, savor this, be in this, and yet be ready to let it go. Does that mean you pass it on to a grandchild? Does that mean that, individually, I'm not sure what that means for you, but know that it is okay to let it go. So take time to be in it, to enjoy it, to love it, to be present with it. And then also be okay with releasing it. It's very crone energy, hey? Very crone energy, very wise woman sort of energy. I feel like you are that. You are passing a torch. You are passing a torch. You are supporting the next generation. Night, Saskia. Sleep well. Okay. Okay, and the final reading for today is for Scorpio. Look at the beauty of this card. Ugh. I mean, any deck that includes a phoenix in their death card, I love, but there's just something about this one that's really beautiful. This is the final reading today for our Scorpio friends. Clevis, yes, Clevis is Scorpio's sun, first decan. What is the message for our Scorpio friends through Sagittarius season? As always, we ask these messages be in the highest for the greatest good, and that no harm be done. So be it. Okay. And thank you for your patience. Wow, we have a repeating message. So the themes are really strong today. Okay. So let's read this in terms of Sagittarius season. So Sagittarius as the spiritual warrior. And I also want to tap into the Jupiter energy of Sagittarius. There is a greatness to this claiming. Good night, Amelia. There is a greatness to this reclaiming. There is a greatness to this stand that is being taken to know that over the next 2-3 weeks, it would be important that you find the voice, you find the words, you find the document to acknowledge this truth. I mean, it will find its own way. Oh my goodness, a star is here and the Six of Swords again. Okay, so your direction is up. Your direction is up. Your direction is forward. Your star, your guiding light, it's like a magnet, and it is pulling you forward. And when I think of Sag energy, I think, wow, it's going to pull you faster than you can possibly anticipate, taking you to in unexpected corners, unexpected directions. Be open. I feel like you need to be open to travel as well too. If there's so there have been a couple of messages like stay home, but for you, this feels like journeys would support here. Physical journeys, journeys across land, journeys in the air, journeys in general. If you want to look at that metaphorically, the journey always is a reflection of an inward journey. Spirit is stirring you up. Sevens can feel intensely uncomfortable, wanting you to move to the next place. And when I look at that Six of Swords, you know, it's on its way. It's on its way. And just so you know, Harvina, this is Emilia, in case you forgot her name. It's Emilia. And I won't try to say her whole channel name. So allow yourself to be guided. The star is a card of guidance. And if you haven't planned a trip, then look to shifts in energy and shifts in direction for where you are right here and right now. On a very practical level, this could be like a change in social engagements. Or if you have been thinking about not going to Thanksgiving at Auntie May's house, that's okay. There's something greater for you if you take the other road. I find this so interesting how this Seven of Swords card, or the general message of the Seven of Swords, has come through about 3 times with this card specifically, but in general energy, and that it's really important to listen whether this is moving you out and beyond, or this is an internal focus. Merry meet. Hello, Aurora Starcy. So yeah, I feel excited for you. I feel very excited. I think this will only be enhanced by the force of Jupiter with Sag and your own connection to martial energy. So go for it. And if you can initiate this during Sag season, it's going to feel really good. Really good. Yeah. Okay. Well, that is a wrap for today. And if this resonated with you, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, I really appreciate your support. I will do this again at the beginning of Capricorn season. So I kind of like this format. And I will see you next Tuesday, as usual, for live readings. Take good care of yourselves, and thanks for being here today. Namaste. Thanks, Donna.